everyone, it's little me back with the last video, and then I'll be taking a break for a while. Not a whole week, but I will be taking a break for a while because because I got a lot of stuff to do the next couple of days. I gotta go to bed early today, and I'm gonna try to go to bed about 10, get up about 4, and then I have to go out and get some food and get some food, and I have to get my mom's diabetic bracelet out away from the jeweler. I have to give him $49 to pay for it. They want like nearly $40 to engrave it with the word diabetic, and I'm thinking, what the heck? Ugh. And then I'm going to go over to Hobby Lobby and I'm going to get myself a green cloth because I'm starting to get my stuff for Yule, and I started off with, of course, the incense, which by the way still smells like soap. So basically the only thing that I'm going to be purchasing from tomorrow to probably the beginning part of next month is going to be the altar cloth and the decorations that will be going on my altar. So yeah. I do have my stones that I put on the altar every time Yule comes around, so I'll be taking those out probably the 26th, and which will be in 2 weeks, be Thanksgiving, and keep them out, and then I'm going to purify them on the 29th and put them on my altar on the 1st. Yeah, lots to do. Yeah, so I'll be doing that and everything. Let's see what else. Yeah, that should be, yeah. And then I'm going to have to recover for a couple days and everything. So I am going to definitely be doing another video probably next week for this channel. So one of the things I want to talk about in this video is I'm trying to word it. I have it in my head and I'm trying to word it right. When you are so hung up on the past, you do not want to consider that you do not live in the past. And the reason that I decided to do a video like this was I believe it had to be done. Just like, you know, write your own rituals had to be done. One of the things that we have to understand as people who practice whatever pagan faith that we practice, we are not part of an unbroken line of worship. The temples that are in ruins, they became ruins due to lack of maintenance, due to earthquakes, due to invasions. All these things were responsible for bringing down these beautiful monuments. And the thing is that we are only fooling ourselves when we believe that we need to do it exactly how the ancients did it. One of the things that I do, and I do believe I mentioned this, and if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, is I do a very simple ritual. I will cleanse my hands, I will cover my head, because I believe that that is good to do. I will invoke Janus, I will invoke Vesta. I know I have probably mentioned this. And then of course I will, whatever deity that I happen to be honoring that day will be included. And then of course I'll finish it off with Janus. The thing is, even though I use a ritual from a book, I do not feel that I need to do that same ritual every time. And the reason is, I live in the 21st century. Yes, how they did things back then was very complex, like, should the horns be gilded, what color ribbon, all that type of stuff. But we need to bring these religions into the 21st century. We need to say, okay, I understand that's how they did it, but our group does it differently, and how we do it is just as valid as, say, an organization like Nova Roman, Cultus Decorum, and all that. So, it's everyone's going to do the ritual differently. Everyone's going to say different prayer to Jupiter. Some people are going to say different prayer to Minerva. Heck, some people will do a different prayer to, like, say, Isis. Hold on a second. I have like these many prayer cards, and it means that I can take the divine with me, and I can pray and everything. And that's another thing that makes that puts the religion into the 21st century, is the Romans, the Egyptians, whoever, they didn't have these. They didn't have prayer cards. So that is another way that the religion can become part of the modern world. But I'm going to say this. I do agree that we should be reading the historical books. I do believe that we should be reading what has managed to survive. But we should not wrap our entire lives around it. And if I'm repeating a lot of stuff here, I'm sorry. That's just my viewpoint. So, yeah. So I'm going to end here because I got 5 minutes left on my memory card. So I will see you around. I hope you guys will have a great remainder of your week, and I will be back probably next week. So I'll see you around. Bye.